How's it going, Academy? It's Coach Joshua here. Today we're going to talk about how to drive a manual transmission car. So we're going to go over the gas pedal, brake, clutch, and shifting tools that's necessary to go out and be able to drive a stick shift car. It's actually kind of becoming a lost art these days. Majority cars are automatic, and a lot of cars are actually going electric. But some of you guys may have family members who have stick shift cars, and majority of race cars are all stick shift. So we're going to go out and we're going to learn how to drive a stick shift car on this platform that we're going to be racing on, iRacing. Every one of these cars is a stick shift car. So it's very necessary to go out and to learn, and it's a lost art, but it's very beautiful when you're able to go out and do it correctly. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to lower the camera so you guys could see my steering wheel, okay? So at the bottom right hand side of the screen, you guys see the three pedals. The right pedal is to accelerate, and it's not an all or nothing thing. You're able to go out and modulate the gas pedal. If you want to give it 25%, you could do so. 50%, you could do so, all the way up to 100. And as you guys could see in the middle of the screen, you guys have the N. That right there stands for neutral. You guys have that red line, which is actually the brake pedal, but it's saying that the brake pedal right now is being applied. Therefore, the car is not rolling backwards and it's not rolling forward because the brake pedal is applied. So in any stick shift car, before you start the car, the brake pedal is, or the e-brake is always going to be applied. So we have the gas pedal all the way to the right. You have the brake pedal in the middle, and all these are able to modulate percentage-wise all the way up to 100% to full force. So the harder you push on the pedal, the more brake or gas pedal that is going to be applied. And then all the way over here to the left, you have the clutch pedal. It's also a pedal that is modulated. You're able to give it 5%, 10%, 25, 50, all the way to 100%. Now over here where you guys see my hands at the bottom left hand side of the screen is your steering wheel. You turn the car left, the car will turn left. You turn it right, it'll turn right. Today we're going to go over sequential shifters. So in a sequential shifter, it's going to be at the back side of the steering wheel. You have one on the right hand side and you have one at the left hand side. So as you're driving, you could just easily shift rather than using an H pattern and only driving with one hand. So majority race cars have sequential shifters at the back side of the steering wheel. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, you have a sequential shifter that will allow you to shift up. So what does it mean to shift? We're going to get into that. But as of right now, I'm going to kind of give a quick rundown. You guys see the N on your screen. That right there is symbolizing that the transmission is in neutral. Meaning if the e-brake isn't applied, the car could roll backwards or the car could roll forward. As you go out and say, for example, you want to shift the car up, this car in particular, this Mazda MX-5 has 6 gears. So you have first gear, second gear. Every time you click it, it's going to go up a gear. Third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear. And that right there is it. I can continue to shift up, but all it has is 6 gears. It will not shift up higher than 6. With my left hand, this right here is to go out and shift down gear. So I'll use 2 of my fingers and I'll shift down. So every time you click it, it's 1 gear, 2 gears, 3 gears, third gear, second gear, first gear, neutral. And you have 1 gear under neutral, which is going to be reverse. This is if you ever want to reverse the car and back up the car. Neutral, isn't going to do anything. The car is just going to be stationary unless you're on a hill. And every other gear, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, is always going to be to go forward. So in order to start a manual car, first, you're going to have to hit the clutch pedal. So the first step in starting a manual car is applying the clutch pedal, and you're going to hear the car start. So you would turn the key, car would start, and if you're in neutral, you could actually release the clutch pedal and the car will not stall out. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the movies where the car is moving back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, because of the way that the individual in the stick shift car released the clutch pedal. And you guys have heard about cars stalling out and probably things like that. So the reason cars stall out, right, we're going to shift up with our right hand, is because they let go of the clutch pedal way too quickly. You guys are going to be able to see that blue line on the screen. It's going to go from 100% applied to 0% very quickly. You guys are going to see my foot, and you guys are going to hear the engine on right now, and the engine's going to shut off because it's going to shut off, or because I'm going to stall it from releasing the clutch too quick. You see that? You saw the car jump. The car attempted to do something, but since I let go of the clutch too quickly, we got the car to stall. So I'm going to put the car back in neutral, squeeze the clutch. The car is going to turn on. I'm going to put it in first gear. Now, other than me absolutely dumping the clutch, we're going to modulate the clutch and release it. Okay? So we're going to put our right foot on the gas pedal. Our left foot is on the clutch, and we have the e-brake applied. So typically what you would do in a car is right here you would hit the brake, you release your e-brake, and as soon as you release the e-brake, you're going to start giving the car gas, and you're going to release the clutch pedal slowly. And as you guys could see, is I released the clutch pedal very slowly and I applied the gas pedal. So I'm in neutral, I could release all the pedals. The e-brake is on. I'm going to hit the clutch again. I'm going to get on the brake. You release the e-brake. You're going to put the car in gear. You're going to get off the brake. You're going to slowly apply the gas pedal. Not full on like that. You don't need all that power. Maybe about 15% of gas pedal. And you're going to slowly release the clutch while leaving your foot about 15% on the gas pedal. So I have about 15%. And as you guys can see, I'm still releasing the clutch. A lot of people, what they do is as soon as they feel the car move, they'll release the clutch and they'll just stall it. Even though they were giving it gas pedal, you didn't give the transmission enough time to go out and to accelerate. So let's put the car back in neutral. Car's on. You know, you release the e-brake, you're going to give it some gas, and you're going to slowly release the clutch pedal. Now, in real life cars, what you're going to do is hit the clutch, and you're going to shift up with, you know, whether you have an H pattern to second or a sequential with your right hand, right? So we're going to go over the concept of shifting. We all have taking off down. We'll even take off in reverse, okay? So we have the e-brake up, e-brake goes down, you give the car some gas pedal, you release the clutch, and the car goes backwards. All right, so let's stop the car. We're in neutral. So the concept of shifting the car, and this car, it's different than a street car because we're racing this car. You know, so the purpose of this right here of how I'm going to teach you guys to shift is to race. If you're not going to race, you're probably, going to shift a car between 3,000 and 4,000 RPMs. Maybe some cars 4,000 to 5,000 RPMs. And this particular car, we're going to shift it all the way at the 7. We're going to shift it at 7,000 RPMs as a race car, okay? And I'm going to show you guys why it is that we shift a car. Why don't you just leave a car in first gear and call it a day? Now we're going to answer that question right now. So we're going to take off in the car, release the clutch pedal, right? And we're going to go all the way. I'm going to give it 100% gas pedal. And we have an issue. The car is only going up to 65 miles an hour. Now, maybe the car only goes 65 miles an hour. I don't know. But this car has 6 gears. It will not go any quicker than 65. The reason it's not, you guys could see the RPMs the lines right here going to about 7,300 RPMs. Every RPM, like I said, is 1,000. So you have it all the way from 1 to 8. So the 1 symbolizes 1,000, 2, 2,000, 4, 4,000, 6, 6,000, 7, 7,000 RPMs. Like I said, we're going to shift it at the 7, which symbolizes 7,000 RPMs. Now, here goes why we're going to have to shift a car. It's going to be very, very simple. The car is going to go faster. So what you would do, you would hit the clutch pedal. When you get to about 7,000 RPMs, you would go to second gear. And you're going to see that in second gear, it's going to allow the car to accelerate over the 65 miles an hour. Right, so we're going to get the car right here in a straight line. We're now able to go over 65, but second gear will only let us go about 85. So rather than dinging the engine, if you ding the engine, you can blow it up. At 7,000, we're going to hit the clutch pedal 100%, and you don't have to worry about rolling off it. You can just dump it, and the car will turn. Car will stay on. You don't have to worry about it. So now we're here at 84 miles an hour. We're going to hit the clutch. Or no, actually we're going to stay in third. I'm going to show you why we downshift. We're at 18 miles an hour, right? Car is accelerating very, very, very sluggish. It's taking forever for the car to go. Let's go back to about 18. And we're going to put the car in first gear. The beginning gear, right? Immediately when I get on it, you can see that the car accelerates a lot quicker. And if you guys could see those lights on the steering wheel, those right there also symbolizing RPMs. You want to make sure that at least on this car, one of your lights is on. As soon as you start going under that, you know you're outside the RPM range. At least where it's over the 3 mark, I'm assuming. Oh wait, no. These lights right here at the top. My apologies. Make sure that these lights right here on the top are on. It'll show you when you're in the RPM range of the gear. So typically you always want to make sure that you're in RPM range of it. You're going to hit the clutch when you get to about 7, and you're going to go up.
46.435.
Now on iRacing, you actually don't have to hit the clutch. You actually could, because it has a clutch setting for you where it'll automatically apply the clutch as you downshift the car. And in this academy, that right there is what we're going to teach for, the car to go out and hit the clutch and downshift for you. And, as you guys start getting advanced, we'll go into downshifting on the clutch and things like that. But yeah, it's not really anything too crazy. Downshifting is probably, a big issue. We're in 6th gear, as you guys could see. You have the number 6. Car's taking off very sluggish from a dead stop. So instead of taking off from like a dead stop in 6th gear, you'll take off in 1st. So that right there is lesson number 1 of how to go out and drive a stick shift car. We'll start at a dead stop again one more time. We downshift the car. We'll downshift all the way to neutral, and I'm going to teach you guys actually how to go out and launch a race car. So at the beginning of a race, you have the lights. They're starting the stage and stuff like that. And this is how you're going to launch a car. You're going to put the car in 1st gear. You're going to actually just slam the gas pedal down, and you're going to release the clutch also slowly. You're not just going to dump it, and it's going to allow you to take off in the car a lot quicker. So this is actually how you would race a car. So you take off with the clutch, and you would get on your way. So you guys can kind of hear the rhythm of how you shift the car and drive a stick shift and manual transmission. You'd go into the corner, and as you would watch the lights leave the steering wheel, downshift the car, lights turn back on, and you want to keep the car, one of those lights on the steering wheel, as you guys can see. Like right now we have that one light on, the light went off, so you would downshift the car again and get the car rolling. You'd upshift the car as you get closer to 7,000 RPMs. And as you go under, let me find the exact, as you go under about 4,000 RPMs, you're going to downshift the car. So anyways, you guys, go out and practice this right here. This concept. Real easy, real simple, nothing too hard. I think when people are practicing to go out and drive a stick shift car, they think too much into it, they get nervous, and as they get nervous, they don't know how to handle their emotions, and they end up making big mistakes. Especially on the road, you have cars honking at you, cars next to you, and you went out and you just stalled the car. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do now? My heart is racing, my hands are sweaty, but breathe. Just learn to breathe in the moment. And then you always ask yourself, what is the first thing? Hit the clutch, turn on the car, put it in neutral. You have the e-brake on, obviously. You're going to release your e-brake, and you're going to do what it is that we taught in this video. You're going to slowly release, you're going to slowly apply the gas pedal, slowly release the clutch, and you're going to be able to accelerate. Now, when you hit a hill, driving a stick shift car may look a little bit different.
5.3.
Now watch this right here. There's a nice hill right here, right? You guys can see the car facing up. I'm going to put the car in neutral. Watch what happens as this car goes into neutral. See if I could release the... Alright, I'm going to have to leave it in gear. It's applying. I stalled it. Perfect. Okay, so you guys could see right now this car is rolling backwards. Engine is not on. Only reason this car is rolling is because I'm on the clutch. If I release the clutch, the car actually will stop. It should stop. So anyways, when you start on a hill, the car could roll back, and you may just have to go out, like watch. Let me get the car to roll back again. Let me get this car to roll back. When the car rolls back, you're just going to have to apply a little bit more gas pedal than you did before to go out and make up for the hill. Because now the car needs more of a force to go forward than it did on a, on not a hill. So let's get the car to roll backwards, just like we did before. Alright, right there. This car is not rolling back. Let me put it in reverse and just symbolize it. So we're rolling backwards at 5 miles an hour. I'm going to have to give it more gas pedal and release the clutch even slower to make up for this hill. Watch this. We're going out, and we were rolling backwards at 13 miles an hour. Now you can see how long it took me to release the clutch. Just in case. If you're ever reversing 13 miles an hour, stop the car and just start again. But if you are rolling backwards about 1-2 miles an hour, just release the clutch slower and give it more gas pedal to force the car on up. But anyways, you guys, thank you for watching our introduction video of how to drive a stick shift car. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.